Now, this may take a little bit more, but we do it. We're going to do it because it's going to happen. I'm just that way. I'm stubborn enough. You'll get it all, but in 3 different things. Right? Part 3, I love it. So anyway, as I was saying before, I slept. So part of it becomes frustrating because it's like, I know what I wanted to do last night. None of it got accomplished. I needed to take care of myself, and myself needed to be in bed. If I closed my eyes and I fell asleep, that was fine, but I needed the rest, and I knew I needed it. And so some of all of this goes into, I have to factor in that there is, baby invitations are pretty much out except for some of them that have to go out.
Goodness, right out.
The decorations have to get started to be done. I have to make those. Those are not going to be hard to make. And you all got to see them on the playing field. Yes, it is. And we're supposed to be expecting more snow, too.
Well, I'm getting different results, so...
Possibly. I don't know anymore.
A couple of weather reports are saying more snow's coming.
Yeah.
A couple of weather maps are saying there's rain coming.
I've kind of said to myself, okay, this month, what do you want to see done? And I really want to get all of the favors done for the baby shower, which are the soap caddies. I want to get the soap caddies ready to go in stores. I've gotten the packing that I'm changing a little bit for the soap caddies. And I'm like, okay, that's what I need to get done. And I have yarn for, and I need to go, I have to wait till next month. I can't do it this month. I need to go buy more cotton yarn. I had cotton yarn, and I have some, but somewhere in all, thank you. Hi Juan, how are you? Somewhere, Joshua.
Mary?
Somewhere in all my stuff, I have taken cotton yarn someplace, I have put it in some kind of bag, and it is someplace. I don't know where I put it. And I need to go buy some more next month, but I'll have to wait till next month. And I'm like, I know I had more cotton yarn than this, but I've taken it at some place, and I've either left it accidentally, or I have placed it in a bag, and my mother has put it in a safe place, which I'll never find it, or something, because I have more color. I'm like, I know somewhere I have more colors than what is in this. I mean, I had a nice stash of cotton yarn. You think I can find it? No. Of course not. So I have to deal with what I have, and hopefully I can get it. There's the place that we met, Eli Yoder. They're going to allow me to put some in. I have to do the little towel holder things. I have to do those because I'm doing 6 of those for the baby shower, and I want to put those in some of the stores. So I have a lot of projects that I really want to focus on getting done this month. And a lot of them are crochet projects because I don't want to have to do them closer to the baby shower and not get them done. So we're going to be doing, so I've had to say to myself, okay, what do you need to do? Because you're overwhelmed, and I am. I fully admit it. And sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I just crawl in my own little shell, and I just, just try to hide or focus. And that's not good either. So we're going to be doing a lot this month, and probably going into next month, of Connect and Grow. And then once we do and draw for the Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway, then I will make sure that I start uploading, if I can, finishing the Advent series. I know it'll be really late, but again, there's still valuable information, but at least the series will be finished. And I'm hoping for that. Hi, Alfonso. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember, but, and again, when you're dealing with fibromyalgia, unfortunately, you have to put in days where you're literally just not able to do it. Like, I wasn't with it yesterday. I fully admitted it, and I said it to Josh. I got up. We had a virtual appointment through our insurance set
for Thursday.
And I answered the response, and I said, yes, And it said 1 to confirm and 2 to cancel. And I hit 2. And I'm like, no, I want to hit 1. And I went to the doctor, my pain management doctor, and he gave me the form, and I was trying to read it, and I couldn't even, it just was all jumbled up in my head. The nurse, who I love the nurse, and he said to me, he goes, I'm going to read it to you. Don't worry. I can see you're just overwhelmed right now. And I'm like, yeah. So he even had to read it. He said, I'm going to read it. You answer the questions. He could just tell I was just trying to read it.
Smelly.
And I was just incapable yesterday of doing it. And then we were on our way to the eye doctor. And I said to Josh, I am getting a migraine. And you've got to stop someplace. I got to get some medicine to me, or this is just going to explode. And we got to the eye doctor, and I went to Dollar Tree and got something to snack on. And then I took my medicine, and I think that actually looking at all those dots flashing did not help. I think it made it like 10 times worse.
In 1 mile, turn left onto
because
University Drive.
it was not fun. And I was just like, this is not making me happy at all. And it wasn't. So I was not a happy camper yesterday. So I came home and I'm sitting there going, okay, what do I need? I'm going to eat something. And I thought, I've got this to do, I've got that to do. And I'm like, nope, you need to lay down. Turn off the lights and lay down. If you fall asleep, you fall asleep. And sure enough, within about half an hour, I was asleep. And Josh came in and he turned on, he said, I got to turn on the light. And I mean, it was just like, turn it on and turn it off as quickly as you can, because it was just making my head just not a happy camper. So by 6 o'clock, my headache was gone.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn left.
I told them at the eye doctor, I said, just so you all know, you can't ever dilate my eyes.
Turn left onto University
They
Drive.
have the machines. I didn't see them at the American's Best where we have to go to get our eyes done. But, and yes, I'm getting new glasses because I need an updated prescription. I said to them at the doctor, I said, you can't dilate my eyes ever. So there are people that when you dilate their eyes, they get migraines. And I get severe migraines. Like, yesterday was a pretty intense one, but they're even worse. There's actually 2 things that make my migraines really bad, and that is when I've had some kind of artificial sweetener. And the next thing is when you dilate my eyes. Those 2 things will put me in bed for days, and it will actually make me physically, my stomach, very uneasy. There's not many times that I can't eat when I have a migraine. I can stand the TV on, or I can look at my phone. But when I've eaten some kind of artificial sweetener, or I've had my eyes dilated, I cannot. Those 2 things absolutely make my eyes go nuts.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Mount Vernon Avenue.
I can try, but I don't remember them. I honestly don't. Yesterday was a blur. That's why I kept saying, we went to the doctor on Monday. Hi, Sandy, how you doing? So, anyway.
Primary on Monday.
Yeah.
Pain on Tuesday.
Yeah. So,
Today we have dermo.
Yes, we're going to the dermatologist. For those that don't,
right.
Just come in. Josh has had something on his chest for years. The doctor said, don't worry about it until something happened. Well, something happened, and it most likely needs to be drained. The doctor didn't want to drain it on Monday when we went. They did start him on antibiotics, but he'll probably need to get it drained. He's hoping the doctor will drain it because it is very painful.
I'm hoping the doctor will do something with it.
And but it is something that needs to be looked at, and they didn't really want to touch it. Hi, Lush, welcome on in. They didn't want to touch it at the doctor's office, because you guys can put #blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. because the other doctor had looked at it. So we have to drive like 45-50 minutes to go to the dermatologist. So anyway, that's where we're going. But I am going to do a video, a little short, because I think that was a great idea. I didn't think of it, but I talked about it just a minute ago, or a little bit at the very beginning.
In
If
about
you're
1
going
mile,
to a
turn
baby
left onto
shower,
Vernon Heights Boulevard.
think about getting a stroller fan for the mama, for the baby, after the baby is born. Like my grandchild will be born in June, so the stroller fan will be very helpful. And
Struggle fan?
stroller fan. And
It's going to be a struggle for the heat.
also, think about getting it as one of the baby shower gifts too for that. But also remind the mom that they could take it to the hospital with them. And even if you're not having a child, we're going to get a second stroller fan. If any one of us, Josh and I, are in the hospital, hopefully that doesn't happen. But if we ever are, we can take that with us, because we have found that most of the stroller fan, or most of the hospital rooms, are warm and stuffy. And my daughter will have the fan on. We have the fan on. She loves the fan on. And so this way I can remind her, take that stroller fan with you when you go to the hospital. And it has the legs that you can wrap around the rails of the hospital bed. It'll cool her off, as she is a diabetic. And that way at nighttime, when she wants to have something kind of familiar to home, she likes the air circulating, she can have that fan put on her, she can hook it onto the hospital rails and have that fan going to cool her off while she's in labor, if she needs that, or afterwards. So I thought that was a great idea. It was not my idea, I will fully admit it. I was listening to somebody who was making a hospital bag for a baby shower for the mama. We're not doing that, but
Go past
they
the
were doing a hospital bag, and she said, I'm putting in a clip fan for the mother, because when I was in the hospital, I was warm, and she said this way they could have a little hospital clip fan to the bedside. And I thought, oh, that's a great idea for the stroller fan that I just ordered. I got one through Wayfair, but I found a comparable one on Amazon. So Josh found the exact one on Amazon. I just happened to find it on Wayfair, and that's where I had some rewards on Wayfair. The only reason I got it on Wayfair was because I had like $10 worth of rewards on Wayfair, and I didn't have them on Amazon, so I wanted to use them up. Amazon, so I will get that link. I will DO, and just remind people to think about getting the stroller fans for the mamas going into hospital. If they do, remind them that they could use it, and also remind them that anybody else can use it when they're in the hospital if they like to have, if it gets too stuffy. Yes, they do rewards. If you have a Wayfair credit card, they do. Like, I had like $10, so I'm like, I'm going to use up my rewards, I'm going to order it. But again, and the one thing that I liked about this one, but Josh found, like I said, the exact same one, it's just a different brand. And I was able to get like a 3-year warranty on the one that I ordered for Christina. But this one has like a little reservoir in the back of the fan.
The water tank.
Water tank.
Light, turn left.
So you could put a little bit of distilled water and fill it. So then that way that mist that comes off, it will be cooling, and sometimes especially it is more cooling. I wouldn't necessarily probably have her use that part in the hospital. You don't have to use that, but it's just an added thing. You can hook it up to the wall so it can be running without using the batteries, or it has rechargeable batteries in it, or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I thought it was a great idea. Like I said, I wasn't the person who thought about it, but kudos to them for thinking about it, because I thought, I'm getting one because I'm going to put it in my little stash if I ever needed to. Because the last time I was in the hospital, I remember specifically saying to Josh, boy, it's stuffy in here. And it was stuffy. So
At the next
we're
light,
going to
turn
be
left.
doing a lot of different projects this month, but we're going to be doing a lot of Connect and Grow, guys, over the next couple weeks, because I really need to focus on
At the light,
really
turn left
getting
into the parking lot.
these projects done so that they're behind me and I'm not having to be overwhelmed as we get closer to the baby shower. I've got this. I can't necessarily, I showed you, by the way, the balloon, if y'all are doing the decorations that I did for the baby shower, the balloon, I even looked at it for a couple days. The balloon still on Sunday looked just as full as it did when we filled it. So if we fill them on Friday, then and the baby showers on Saturday, they will still look good the next day. So
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
it was like 3 days later, and the balloon still looked as full and still looked as good as the day we did it. I am going to probably order a self filler, only because it has a balloon tied to it, so it doesn't hurt our hands. But I also saw another trick for doing that too as well that I'll film and I'll let people know. But I thought it was a great idea. It was like $13 for just an automatic filler, so I very well may order that on Amazon. I don't know yet, because I need to get a couple more. We gonna park? A couple more those pump things, and they're like $2 a piece, which is not bad. But by the time I get 2 or 3 more at $6, I can get one that'll automatically fill it for like $6 more. So I may again get it off Amazon, and it has one of those self-tie things, so it doesn't hurt your hands. You could also use a hanger too if you need as well. So we're at Josh's doctor. We're gonna go get him looked at so we can take care of this thing, and hopefully he doesn't have to be in any more pain. That would be really nice. So we'll let you know when we get out of the doctor what it is and what the results were. So we love y'all. We'll see you later. And we're going to do, like I said, a lot of Connect and Grow projects this next month coming up. So remember, be proud of being you. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. Love y'all, and we got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered.